Hey Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Lolo Moon. I am here to give you your monthly reading. This is a timeless reading, but I am recording it right before May of 2023. Excuse me. Okay, so guys, please be sure to hit like and subscribe if you like my content. And also, if you're looking for a personal session, you can book that down below. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and see what's going on in your energy. Spirit guides, guardian angels, higher selves, what messages do you have for Scorpio, please? All right, we have the Hermit card, okay? Deep reflective energy with the Hermit card, making wiser choices for yourself or wise choices. The Judgment card. And the Ace of Wands with the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands. I kind of want to I got this energy of like everything that you've been wanting for yourself is coming to fruition for you. But I also am kind of feeling this energy of, like I just want to make sure that I do things like from a wise place. The Hermit card, like just I want to make wise choices. I like, it's almost like you don't want to be impulsive, right? You want to make sure that you really deeply understand. Look, I just opened to the Knight of Wands. Like, you don't want to be impulsive. Like, I feel like you want to make sure that you deeply understand your motives and your intentions and what you're wanting for yourself before making any real moves in your life. So let's go ahead and see. I also get this sense of like a deep understanding of yourself as well. And with these little bees, it's like you're willing to put in the work and the effort. And with this Judgment, okay, hold on. Before I even go into the reading, let's get some clarification cards. There's so much coming to me already. Hermit card, please. You have the Five of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Ooh, Scorpio with the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. There has been a war within. Maybe not like hold on. Tell me about the Judgment, please, for Scorpio. Because I want to say it's not like an aggressive kind of thing. It's just more like there's like this tension building inside of you. Yeah, the Chariot. Okay, Judgment, please. There's tension building inside of you. There's the Seven of Wands that came out. All right, the Ace of Wands. And I think that you're like reserving your energy because it's like with this fiery energy, you could find that like, you know, you could make some really impulsive decisions if you don't like really pause to reflect. All right, Ace of Wands, please. The Devil card. All right. Okay. I kind of see what's going on here. I see what's going on. Two of Cups, please. Nine of Wands. And everybody's getting the Seven of Pentacles. That's so interesting. You got the Justice card on the bottom of the deck. All right, Scorpio. So kind of what I'm seeing here, as we just talked about, there is some battling forces going on within you. Okay? And I feel like it's very much the same. You're coming up on the Scorpio eclipse, right? And the lunar full moon eclipse on May 5th. Okay? So this energy very much makes sense to me. I'm really surprised I do not see the Death card here. I mean, truly. Because the tensions are building within you so that you can close something out in your life. Because I do get the sense that you're ready to move forward. You're ready for a new beginning. You're ready. It's like you have the Judgment. So that's like coming back from an ending, coming back from the dead, like rising up out of your circumstances. But I feel like you in the recent past here or presently maybe have been like reserving your energy because there's been a lot of tension. You could feel very intense. Things are building within you because you know that there's some forward movement that you want to make in your life, but you just don't want to be impulsive. You want to make sure that you are seeing things correctly for yourself. You're seeing the vision. So you're taking a time to really spend with yourself and your own energy, away from outside forces, because there could be outside forces around you that are contributing to the moves that you're wanting to make for yourself. But you want to make sure, because the Hermit is a very independent energy, and so it's like you really want to make sure that the moves that you make are what really and truly align with you, Scorpio. I'm going to get my little pointer. I like my pointer, right? So coming up in your present energy, you do have the Judgment card. So I feel like you're seeing something much more clearly. You're seeing the vision, right? Like you've taken this time out, or you still may be, you may be moving into the Judgment, okay? It's going to be different for everybody because we all move at different paces, right? But I feel like you see things very clearly and you're starting to see the bigger picture. You're just starting to see maybe more about yourself that you hadn't seen about yourself previously, okay? And I honestly feel like what it's doing is it's giving you a sense of self-assurance, self-confidence, belief in yourself that you may have not had prior to the Hermit energy. You may have been in this place of feeling very insecure, which is kind of and maybe even imposter syndrome, right? Like which has kind of been contributing to this tension that's been building, right? And I feel like maybe there's some shadow work that's been done, some really like some deep soulful reflection with this Hermit, like deep soulful reflection to sort of, find the light, the guiding light, the force that is going to take you to where, you really feel like you're supposed to go, right, in your life. And I feel like kind of what ends up happening for you is that, you just end up, you're just, like I said, you're very self-assured, the Seven of Wands energy. Like, it's like any outside opinions or outside views really don't matter to you because you've come to the conclusion all on your own which way you're supposed to be heading, okay? And I mean, you have a lot of cards of movement, so it's like you are moving forward. And in your last reading, it was talking about uprooting your life, right? And I feel like now you have a much clearer vision on what that looks like for you, where you're going, and how you're going to get there. Right? This could have to do with traveling, for instance. I'm really like traveling, moving, because you have these cards of movement. But that's really like, that's the clearest vision I'm getting on that so far. So in your near future, you have the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Devil, the Two of Cups, Nine of Wands, and Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like in order for you to fully embrace the Ace of Wands, you had to come to a conclusion with the Ten of Wands and the Devil. You had to come to a conclusion with what was holding you back, what has been binding you, what outdated beliefs that you've had around yourself, around your situation, what baggage from the past you've been carrying around, whether the baggage has to do with emotions, finances, your own self-doubt, whatever. Like there's we have all different types of baggage that we carry around. And I feel like you're reaching a conclusion with that energy so that you can essentially set yourself free, and then you know where you're going and you have this inspiration and you're feeling on fire and you're ready to embrace new opportunities and you're really giving your all to that. But it's like this deep reflective energy and this sort of awakening that happens is what it was needed, required even, to kind of propel you into the energy of overcoming this and leaving this behind, okay? And so then you have the Two of Cups, and it's like this honestly could have to do with a relationship, like things that you're doing for a relationship, or moving into a new relationship, moving in with somebody, or it's like somebody, like you're meeting somebody new, And, you know, but you had to overcome these certain challenges in your life to allow yourself to embrace this opportunity. Now, for some of you, this could honestly be somebody that you've known from the past, or like I said, because the 9 of Wands, or there are just things within yourself that you had to overcome. Maybe you could have had a past heartbreak, or you've been very hurt in the past, or, you know, there are just things about yourself that, you know, you needed to, let's see, I wanted to say regain control of, but that's not exactly what I was trying to say. It was like, there are things about yourself that you needed, it's like you needed to pull back your energy so that you could be in your own energy and do whatever healing and reflection, self-awareness, overcoming your own personal challenges, that kind of thing that you needed to do in order for you to be more present in what this connection is for you, and not losing total sight of yourself and what is required or needed of you for your own personal and spiritual development. I hope that that made sense, okay? But anyway, so it's like this 2 of Cups here. The 9 of Wands, I feel like you're ready to brave the day. You're braving the new day. You're ready to take on this new path, this new experiment. I got this new experiment because like the experiment is like you're trying something new, you're doing something very different. It may be very much outside of your comfort zone. And with this double energy, like you could have been staying in your comfort zone for far too long, you know? And then like now it's really it's time to embrace a new connection, okay? Or a new opportunity, or a new way of doing things in a connection, okay? For some of you, you are actually revisiting a past connection. But anyway, so the 7 of Pentacles here, to me, it's kind of like, well, for some of you, this new connection, you two could be planning a family together. Okay, that's a message that I do see here for sure. And maybe this is something that you didn't think that you could do, or that you didn't think that was actually possible because of your own personal restrictions that you were needing to overcome. Your own conditioning, your own outdated mindsets, your own limitations that you were worried about, right? And so it's honestly like Scorpio, like you've just had a lot that you've had to work through. Okay, and with the South Node being in Scorpio, the South Node is what we are destined to release in this lifetime. Okay, that's 9 of Wands energy for me. Like when I see the 9 of Wands, like I always think that like this is what we're destined to release in this lifetime, you know? And then we get up and we're ready to brave the day and you know, fight our new battles, because we always have those, right? Or learn our new lessons, and carry on. That's resiliency, right? But it's like, I mean, I just feel like there are just things that you've needed to release, you know, your conditioning, etc., in order to really embrace this and to be wholly invested in it. But wholly invested in a way that you were not losing sight of yourself, okay? And I feel like it's honestly like with this Justice card here too, it's kind of the energy of, well, this is karma, actually. It's karma. I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, it's karma. Yeah, that just plays into the whole South Node thing that I was just talking about. There are things from your past life that you had to release in this life that you may have perpetuated for a while. Ways that you kept yourself stuck. And like I said, ways that you kept yourself limited, you know, you just in a box, like this is the way that things need to be. But you realize that moving forward into this new connection or this new partnership, it could be a business partnership, new friendship, new romantic relationship, or development of a romantic relationship, this way was not going to work for you. Like this, it's not like there adjustments need to be made. So there are things that you're releasing, and I really just feel like it was just your own limitations and your own blockages. But I do feel like there could be other things that you're needing to release in terms of just your environment even, and that could be a challenge in itself. Okay. Because it's not always about the inside job. Like sometimes, you know, it's what's going on around us, you know, that we're also releasing, but it's like you're doing it for the greater good because you know that this is worth it, you know, and you know that you're going to overcome it because the 9 of Wands is very resilient. So you're going to overcome whatever challenges that you've been facing internally or externally, whatever conflicts you've been facing. And it has to do with like, this is just the right timing for it. And I also get the sense that you're needing to realize that like justice is going to be served for you. Because the Three of Wands is like whenever, you know, like we're waiting on things that we've been wanting to come in, right? And so the things that you've been wanting are coming in for you. They're coming into balance for you. They're coming into fruition for you. But it was like you had to go through this whole releasing process. And I'm so sorry because the South Node's been in Scorpio and you've been releasing a lot. Like you just have, you know, for the last year and a half. But it's like all of this releasing has led you to this new opportunity in your life. Oh, that was so beautiful. This was a pretty clear-cut message for you, Scorpio. Like, I don't feel like there's really much else to say. So I'm going to get you some oracle messages and kind of see what else comes out. Closing message for Scorpio, please. Your abilities will be enhanced. I feel like your abilities, the hand of fate, I feel like your abilities being enhanced. It could be your intuition, psychic abilities. But I mean, additionally, it could be like, you know, the limitations that you've had or you felt like you've had. You know, maybe you feel like you're not going to be good enough at something or you already aren't good enough at something. And that's been something that you've been very stuck in with this devil energy. And now I feel like you're starting to see outside of that with this judgment energy and the chariot energy, the hermit. Like you're actually really starting to see your own capabilities and how, you know, you are so much more capable than you actually may have thought that you were. And honestly, maybe you needed a reminder. Closing oracle message for Scorpio. Oh, you got 3 cards. Serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. I feel like it's time to have faith in the unknown. Okay? It's like these 2 little parents right here, and they're waiting on, you know, their new arrival. They have no idea. When you're a new parent, you have no idea what's ahead of you. Like, you have no idea. Like, this is totally uncharted territory. But what happens is that there's actually, I mean, there's challenges too, you know, and that's life. That's life. That's 9 of Wands. There's challenges too, but there's also rewards and blessings. And I do feel like there are bright new prospects on the horizon. And honestly, I feel like it has to do with your talents and your abilities and your realization of that, which opens up the new prospects for you. Okay. Darkness looms on the horizon. Fate has blocked this path for you. That's really interesting energy because I actually kind of feel like, and then the forces of nature favor you. I actually feel like this is what you've been experiencing right here versus like this is what you're moving into, because I don't really see that. Like what I actually see here for you is that what happens, I mean, this is your near future here with the 10 of Wands and the Devil card. And so it honestly could just be that in your near future, it starts to get a little more uncomfortable. You know, you've done this reflection, you have this awareness, you really start to stand up for yourself and your belief in yourself and all of that stuff. But then you honestly, like, as you're making these moves, like some of this darkness, you know, our subconscious, like our fears and our, you know, our self-doubt, which is just the opposite side of the ego, right? Like, you know, there's the arrogance and there's self-doubt, and that's both the ego, right? And, you know, that could come up for you a little bit more. And then fate has blocked this path for you. I do feel like, you know, there are things that you're struggling to let go of, and fate is actually blocking that. Like those things are not working out for you, and you are being course corrected because actually what's coming in for you is so much better. And so I feel like anything that you've been at odds with yourself about releasing, you're actually supposed to release. Like you're supposed to release them because where you're going, where you're headed is better for you. The forces of nature, you know, they favor you here. Bright new prospects. I mean, to me, it's like, I mean, I've got to be real with you, Scorpio. I mean, this full moon eclipse in Scorpio, yeah, you're releasing some things. I mean, you really are. It could be people in your life, like you're releasing people in your life to embrace a new connection. You're releasing things in your environment, like you could be physically moving. Like I said, the Eight of Wands, the Chariot, you're physically moving, or you're traveling, and there are things that you need to release in that time period. You know, and it's releasing connections, leaving a job, things like that. Like there are things that you have to let go of. And with this Raven energy, I feel like the darkness is that you're stepping into the unknown. And it's terrifying at times. But this was all fated. Like you were fated to let go of this old way of your life in favor of something that's actually so much more suitable and better for you. And I know nobody really wants to hear that, especially fixed signs. Coming from one fixed sign to another, change is scary for us. Like, it's absolutely terrifying. But, I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised when you get on the other side of this. Okay? Truly. Actually, I'm going to do something for you real fast. Spirit, please clarify. The darkness looms on the horizon for Scorpio. Excuse me. Eight of Swords and the Strength card. Yeah, you're going to be way outside of your comfort zone, guys. I mean, seriously. Like, this is going to require a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of tenacity to step outside of your comfort zone. And you're either going to let the darkness, which is your subconscious, your fears, your ego, run the show, and you're going to stay stuck in this double energy, or you're going to have the strength and tenacity to push through it and just step outside of your comfort zone and allow the changes to commence. You know, allow fortune to favor you. Fortune favors the brave, guys. Like, seriously. And I feel like you're needing to be very brave to step outside of your comfort zone. All right, tell me what this devil energy is about, please. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, this could have to do with finances. The Queen of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like what this is about, it's like, you know, you're brave. You're brave. I mean, you are brave. But I feel like you're also afraid to start over. Like, maybe, like, you could have put a lot of work into what you've been doing in your life and where you're at. You know, you have a lot of independence here with this Hermit energy. You put a lot of effort into it. And now you're in uncharted territory. And while you're brave in your pursuit of this, you know, it's like the fear of having to start over could become so strong that you allow it to block you. But whenever you allow that to block you, you are blocking your blessings, and you are blocking, you know, actually allowing your abilities and your talents and your skills to be seen. So I feel like this is sort of like a warning energy of letting you know, step outside of your comfort zone and let people see your talents. Because I feel like you're starting to see it. You're starting to see your talent. So maybe it's time for you to let others see it. Valiant courage was popping out here. Take action with passion. Like, look at that. You have all these cards of courage and bravery. I really do feel like the strength came out for you twice. Okay? And then this card right here, like, I feel like, you know, and the Queen of Wands, it's time to be brave and just, you know, go for it, Scorpio. Go for it. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. That's trusting in the power of the universe and believing in magic. Journey by moonlight. The moon is our dreams, right? But it can also be our fears. It can be our nightmares. It really, you know, it's... But, so are you going to allow the moon to illuminate your path? Or are you going to get lost in the darkness of the moon? Honestly. Like, I feel like it's up to you. Choosing your path is on the bottom of the deck. It's up to you, Scorpio. That's freaking hilarious. Okay. Oh my gosh, this just popped out, the Six of Wands. Why don't you believe that success is yours? Why don't you believe that success is possible for you in whatever area of your life this is in? Okay, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this helped you. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe. And also, if you're looking for a personal reading, you can do so down below. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.